Well, for fans of true crime, it is quite an event here in town, actually starting off today. CrimeCon. It is an immersive 3-day experience for true crime fans and lovers of mystery, quite frankly. Joining me now is the founder and executive producer of this beautiful 3-day event happening here in Las Vegas this year, Kevin Balf. Kevin, how you doing?
I'm well. Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you. Boy, true crime. There are a lot of people who are absolutely obsessed, and I know you know this, and that's why you started this whole event. Tell me a little bit about the when the event popped up and how it's grown in the last few years.
Yeah, we started our first event was 2017, and then obviously we had a couple of years in there where a little thing called COVID got in the way. But this is, I think, our fifth in-person event, and it really started in 2016. I've been a fan of some of the true crime shows my whole life. Like I grew up on Dateline and Cops and America's Most Wanted and those kinds of shows. But I think 2016 to me was really a turning point. And for me, and everyone had their own, project, but for me, it was Serial, the podcast, and then The Jinx on HBO. And I thought that the storytelling that was done and the quality of the content that was done in those projects, especially, really just created a whole new way to view what true crime could be. And the start of the event was really for that: was how do we explore this side of it, not like the old stuff, the murder recreations necessarily, but like the education and the advocacy and the deep storytelling and the blurry lines around what really is good and bad, and are folks, just because they're in prison, are they really guilty?
Mm,
Something that a show like Making a Murder explored very well. So yeah, for me that was the
sure.
start. It's the content drives everything, and we've seen that grow tremendously, like you said, over the last 5 years.
There are some great lessons in true crime, and it gives you when you start diving into these cases, you get a whole new perspective on people's backgrounds and on law enforcement and on media's involvement in these stories. I myself, actually, my first internship in journalism was with America's Most Wanted. So I got to
Oh,
work
wow.
behind John Walsh. I went on to be a writer and produced a story. The thing that was so moving to me about working on that show is these were real people. These were real cases. And that just changes everything. I think that's a lot of the fascination. What can people expect when they come to this event? It kicks off in just a few hours, I believe, at noon today. What, over at Bally's in Paris?
Yeah, we're over at Bally's in Paris. Most of the programming over on the Paris side. So come on over, and if you are a fan, it's definitely a very good experience. But I'm glad you brought that up, because it is, I think, in terms of what you get out of it. One of the things that we hear from people who come for the first time is that they didn't expect the human connection and the emotion. You're going to hear about great cases from people who lived them and who worked on them, but I think I always use the example that I don't know if you know the story out of Delphi, Indiana, the two little girls who were killed. The killer is still at large,
Mm,
and this happened right before our first event in Indianapolis, and so we've grown close to that family. And I always get choked up when I talk about the story, but I say to the family every year, I hope I never see you again, because if I see you again, it means the case
mm.
is still open, and we have to put you on stage, and we have to continue to ask for help. And over the years, and they're coming back this year. They're here in Vegas to talk about the story, and there have been some new developments, thankfully. But it's the emotion in a session like that. You could hear a pin drop, and people walk out, and there's tissues. And I think it really breaks down this wall between TV and podcast and documentary film and the stuff. Like, people engage with content, and then you get there and you realize that the stuff you're talking about was the worst day of someone's life, and you
Yes.
become an advocate. You want to help, and that's
I'm
what we're
glad you
about: is how can
have
we help.
that is such an important point that you're making. And thank you so much. I think it's easy to see something on television and just disconnect from it and view it kind of as entertainment. But that is something that I've learned as well, is like these are real people. There are families involved. These are crimes that happen, and any crime is something is something not to be turned into just a salacious story. And that's why the activism behind these things, and by spreading the word on some of these stories, like we've seen on so many shows, a lot of times the perpetrator is brought to justice. And that really is a best case scenario, isn't it?
It is. I mean, you mentioned America's Most Wanted, which is really one of the originals of showing the power of this confluence of media with public. I'm a huge believer in this. I think it has to be done the right way, and it has to be done responsibly, and it has to be done generally with the support of law enforcement and families. But the reality is, we've been up and down. There are so many thousands of cold cases out there that, everyone knows about the backlog, but that are the families
Yeah,
deserve justice and they deserve to have their case featured and talked about. A lot of people want to
for
judge a true
sure.
crime event and say you guys are there celebrating things. If you come, that's not what you will find at all. What you will find are people who want to help, even if it's just giving a hug to a family member. But if it's putting up
Yep,
posters, if it's helping out on social media, we also, by the way, when you talk about a 20-year-old cold case, or in some cases longer, the
yep.
detectives, the professionals have been up and down these files. When we bring 5,000 people in, and we've got nurses and teachers and
We
and
can bring a breakthrough.
every walk of life,
Certainly.
they
Yeah,
absolutely look at these things with different perspectives, and you don't know what happens. And we've seen incredible things happen to cases, based on lay people taking a look at them.
that's just awesome. Kevin, I'm so sorry we've run out of time. I could genuinely talk to you about this all day. I could go through my favorite shows. By the way, I started out watching Cops as well. Oh my goodness. But this
Nice.
event,
Well, I hope you'll come
CrimeCon
by.
22, Vegas, well, it happens today. I have no excuse, do I? Happens at noon all the way through Sunday at Paris and Bally's as well. You can go to the website crimecon.com to get more information.